bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out, the reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing, just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, we're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho, ho, ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face, and later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Merry Christmas Day. A Merry Christmas Day. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as we walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Yeah, a Merry Christmas Day. Dancing around the Christmas tree, wishing all a Merry Christmas. Dancing around the Christmas tree, wishing all a Merry Christmas. Dancing around the Christmas tree, wishing all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, 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 oh.
Good morning. It's Sunday, November 24th. I'm Teddy, and you are listening to MessyMocha. So come on in, grab a cup, and let's sip this morning mocha up. There was a brief pause because I was looking at X. I was trying to find any articles or some of the most pronounced articles speaking about that Representative Jasmine Crockett. You know, I didn't know that she had this little confrontation on the House floor. I guess she's been making her mark around the circles with a number of congressmen and women. She's really outspoken. She spoke at the Democratic National Convention. And when she spoke, I wasn't aware of her. She's from Texas. But now that she's making her rounds, wow, she is really in the media. Well, anyway, so Marjorie Taylor Greene and her went back and forth during a particular debate or hearing. And Marjorie Taylor Greene made a remark about her eyelashes, and under her breath. I mean, it was very audible. But then Jasmine Crockett, the representative, she came back with remarks of her own, and because of it, it went viral. How did I miss it? Well, and she even went around different circuits and on night talk shows and that. I might show some of it, but what I'd like to know because it sparked such a controversy, mhm, had to do with, well, it's there's a lot to it, but what kind of sparked it was this comment again by Marjorie Taylor Greene about her appearance with her um, eyelashes. And there's so many different memes that are out there. These lashes, fake eyelashes or extension eyelashes or what, however you want to call them. But anyway, women wear them. I've never worn eyelashes enhancements or whatever you want to call them. Some of them are rather nice. Some of them are really nice, and then some of them, uh, it's obvious that they are. Um, well, I'll just have to let you make up your own mind. But people can do whatever they want, I guess. And she's an attractive woman, African American, female congresswoman, again from Texas. And I even listened to a couple of African American women. I was listening to their podcast this morning, or their YouTube channel. I guess you could say they come on and they give commentary on things. And they were also making comment, but part of the title, um, and I think they were definitely in support of her, uh, you know, uh, adorning herself the way she wants to. Um, but part of their title was the, what was it? The angry black woman? Let me just make sure. Let me just make sure exactly. Because it's how Jasmine Crockett is being perceived um, around, some of this. I mean, just because she's voicing her opinion and she's quite outspoken. I'm wondering now, remember, and um, rest in peace, um, that would be Sheila Jackson Lee. She was a congresswoman for a long time from Texas. And so she certainly is standing out very much like Sheila Jackson Lee did for being, out, very out front and outspoken. I don't know if have you heard about her. I'm going to be getting, more articles about her because she has some interesting ideas um, with what's going on in Congress and the White House and what's coming up next and that. So she's definitely has made her mark along with others. The congressional chambers. It's more like all these different personalities are really developing, and it's becoming quite. Some people are saying, even in Congress, like a circus. I have to watch more of these congressional hearings. I wonder if she just, kind of getting a bad rap because she's so fearless and outspoken and standing her ground, which, the people voted her in, and she said she's there to represent her people, and apparently she's well liked. And at the same time, she's a lightning rod now. Wow, young and quick to put um, these Republicans in their place. She's got some great quips. She does. So anyway, shout out to the mob, all my other bears. I call the Grizzlies. Please hit the like on your way in. You can contact me at unwindwithteddy@gmail.com. Please be respectful in the chat and shout out to my moderators. Yeah, on this Sunday. Yeah. So last night, um, as you know, I didn't come on, and it was getting kind of late. I was trying to decide: do I want to come on? Do I want, or do I want to do some other things that I'd like to get out of the way that are requiring much of my time before the holidays, because I'd like not to carry some of this over. Um, it's like over into Thanksgiving weekend. Yeah, I feel like I'm in kind of like in school all over again, but I'm not. I'm just reviewing things for upcoming. Yeah. But anyway, so I'm calling this I Wonder Why. Analyze this at Unwind with Teddy. Again, grab your coffee. I have mine's right here. And it's kind of cloudy outside. It's cold, but not too bad. No snow. I'd like some snow. It melted all in one day. Yeah, it's gone. But what's in your mind? So let me just touch on this from yesterday, right? I wonder why. So as you know, I put up a video and I gave some commentary yesterday morning. Yeah. And I talked about whether someone had announced that they were leaving YouTube. Okay. So there was a post that was made on one of their backup channels. And I think it was more or less directed because Kimmy made, her video. I gave commentary on it. But it was clear in the video, I thought, that it was rumored. And there was a question that was asked whether or not it was on Station Head. And I think my dog is barking. Hang on. I thought, wow, he's loud this morning. Hang on. He doesn't want to be. He wants to be out. See? Wait a minute. So I tried to put him in a place that's not too far away in another room, but he can hear my voice apparently, and he's not really happy. He wants to come out and investigate, See, like, what is going on? Why can't I be walking around? So hang on, let's play one more it's just going to be real fast, and then I'll come back and I'll continue talking about I Wonder Why. Just quickly, this one is called Merry Christmas Day. It's Revel and Stonekeepers. I don't know how it goes, but I'm going to play it.
'Cause it's Christmas time, Christmas time, and I need you around, darling. Oh, it's Christmas time. I feel sad, I can't help it. Got you on my mind. I don't know how to call it. 'Cause it's Christmas time.
Hmm. Wow. So I thought it was called Merry Christmas Day, and what was played just now was called Sad Christmas. So it could have been like queued up to come right behind that. Because I was wondering, I was listening in the background, I was listening to the music. I'm like, that doesn't sound exactly like I thought it would. All right, but sometimes Christmases can be just like that too, and so can holidays. Yeah, it is that time of year. It can be very, very stressful for some people, and it can be joyous, happy, all kinds of feelings um, that are expressed and experiences that are different by others. Okay, so as I was about to say, um, I'll just put it this way. So there has been just a little bit a back and forth. There was some whether there was such an announcement. All right, but I think my last point is I thought it was clear that it was rumor, and a question was asked: did anyone listen to or hear that being said on the station head? Because there was no station head video to be found. Okay. So if one, two, three people had said something, was it started as a rumor, my very first reaction to it before coming on was I don't believe the baloney if it's for, going away to school. I dismissed it right away. All right. And I also said, if that individual does leave YouTube, it's not going to be because of that. It will be because they are, uh, they said it, and I made it known. This is why I think they would let me clarify, suddenly leave. Okay? It's because they would think they're going to be found out. And I say that only because they said it. All right? So when someone says, "Oh, I heard they were leaving," that comes to my mind right away. All right? And then I did want to hear for myself, and I said I hadn't listened to the video. So I decided to play it on my YouTube and give my reaction to it. Okay. That's really what it was. Okay. It's interesting that some of the statements do seem to um, point to some conflict over that. On the one hand, there's this claim that someone said there's a departure, and on the other hand, uh, this person is saying, oh, nothing was said. No, they didn't say nothing was said, did they? Said it's a lie. So why don't they? Did they make a video? Did they allude to anything like that? I don't know. That's what I said. Okay. I said also, if they do leave, they have a motivation to do so, I think. So, it's Sunday. It's Sunday. Mhm. And for my part, authenticity does matter. It does. Receipts do matter too. They do. Mhm. I'll say this also. It's it's not what am I saying? Based on history and based on how people move and based on things that they say and do, it's it's so easy for a person to deny things when they've denied them in the past. I mean, just if they are in the habit of saying things and then just outright denying it. They've done that in the past about other things that are uh, important. Just flat out deny that they did things or were there or said things. So could I possibly think, just is it possible that it was said? I said it was a rumor. If they said it or something like that, would I be surprised if they would take it back if it's been erased? No, that's all. You can contact me at unwindwithteddy@gmail.com. Uh, also, if you are listening and you sent me an email, the very first one, I'm not speaking. Let me see how I could. This isn't directed at you. This is directed at someone who sent an email about 4 a.m. this morning. If you didn't send me an email at 4 a.m. this morning, I'm not talking to you. Okay? If you weren't up and sent an email to me at 4 a.m., I'm not, right around that time, I'm not talking to you. But if you sent me an email around that time, then I'll say this. Can a person say or have a inclination that, well, maybe they meant this or that, or um, maybe they're leaving this sector or going someplace, within YouTube, maybe they're changing their brand or changing this or that. Is that possible? Is that what they meant? And that kind of, I don't know. It could be left up to the interpretation if somebody said that. Okay? So, That's not, for me, the biggest focus, whether or not they leave or not. Hmm. Though that was part of it, I would say um, what's being said or not said. And if they do, why would be the reason? Yeah. What would be the reason? Or it would be, I'd hazard to guess. But they certainly, um, I made it clear. Here are some of the facts. The fact is, Google uh, received a subpoena, and they had a deadline to meet of November the 15th. It came and it went. Okay. Um, is Google going to ignore that and risk um, being in contempt? That's, um, I'm paraphrasing what Kimberly was saying. Hmm, like, I don't think they're going to do that for her. Do uh, do we know what uh, Kimberly received? I don't. Okay. To be to be clear, yeah, I don't know exactly what she's received, but my impression is that, and mentioned, there's one or two things. There's some going back and forth, okay, and Google has to, according to their guidelines, if they're going to release any information, they make the other person aware, and they could be going back and forth. But my gut feeling is Google Google responded in some way. Can I be certain about that? And um, yeah, I think they probably responded, and there might be some pushback or something. I said that could be one of the things that happened. I said it yesterday. Yeah, and I also said, if they did, then there's things that Kimberly wouldn't couldn't say right now. She said that. She said we would all know at a given point, and knew that I played is that she was going to, file those things uh, that Google, like, I'll just say in my words, respond or whatever, but that had to do with what Google might be saying. Yeah, that she was going to snitch, put it out there. So whenever that happens, if it goes, if it's in the public sphere, uh, I said that's not snitching, to go on record. If it goes on record for everybody to see whatever that is, yeah, I know I'm talking. Um, Now, I know I'm talking enough about it, and uh, it's not my, it's not my lawsuit, and um, but it does involve someone who, if any information is released that might identify who this individual is, I don't think it's a secret. I'd be interested in seeing those documents. I've talked about the documents. I don't think it's any secret, and it shouldn't be, that um, I want her true identity. Whoever finds it first, however it comes out. I've also said at this point, given that, whoever she is or he is behind this account, if that information becomes clear, it won't matter who we thought she was, who this person thought she was, or that person. I've said that as well. All we want to do is get to the truth. That's where, if I'm on one track and somebody is on another track, we're headed for the same destination. It's the truth. Now, my pathway to get there is different. Kimberly's pathway, it appears she's fast tracking, she's just getting there. And good for her. Again, I don't know what she has right now. I don't know what the pushback is. I will applaud her. Let us be clear on that. I'm transparent about that. I support her pursuit of the identity and the truth of who is behind the account. Independent of whether I'm been saying it's this individual over here or this family, I've made that clear. I've talked about a specific family for more than a year. Go back, well, my videos aren't up, but I can go back to when I specifically talked about a family, and I have not deterred from that. Okay? I have not yet said who it is 100%. Giving myself enough room should something else come out that it would be, quite possibly. It could be. I don't know. I don't. I said I want to know. Mm-hmm. So, yes, anyone who can get to that truth, I'm not going to stand in their way. If I think they're actually seeking the truth, and I think she's doing that, this is my impression. I don't know everything about everyone's past. But I do know that the person who is at the center hasn't just affected Kimberly, hasn't just affected myself. There's many others, people who, when that information, should it come out, will be interested. Mm-hmm. If not, but for just the sake of knowing and leveling the playing field and knowing. I certainly would want to know for several reasons. Mm-hmm. Because if there's any links, if there's just one link and it comes out who's behind this in the layers, If there's any link to that family and it comes out, that's it. That would go to support a lot of what's been said. I listened to a video yesterday, sometime. It was one of these old videos where she said, I'm not someone's daughter. I'm talking about Danielle. I'm not in that family. She said, people go back and forth between me being in Monique's family or Monica's family. Monique's family or Monica's family. This came out of a I think it was 2022 video. Because now I'm trying to go back and listen and find some things and some hints. Remember these clues, these breadcrumbs? I can't spend all my time doing that. But when I have some free time and I can just pop on something and try to listen, like if I'm, driving or whatever, where I have some time. Because there's things that have been said that have been missed, and there's things that have been said that have been forgotten. Because it's been so long ago. Yeah, there's things that have been said I didn't even realize had been said. And then she followed up by saying, like this, people forget, or these, she calls them names, that there were 17 families. She specifically said 17 families. 17 families? Not 18, not 16, not 12. She said there were 17 families. Who were those 17 families? Did we ever learn? The 17 people that were talked about, that were doxxed or, names put out there, 17 that Nosy Whole Life had spoken about. But she said, like, people forget there's 17 families as if, okay, I'm not from this family, I'm not for that family. And then she says, there are different ways that a person can have a relationship with a family. In other words, I'm not their daughter. I'm not this. Think about other ways that I could be related to an individual. That's what I took from that. She's trying to say, I'm not Monique Tobert's daughter. I'm not Monica's daughter. Mm-hmm. I also listen to, again, just a little bit of a later clip of when Nosy Whole Life and So Debonair were, after Monique Tobert had, left the conversation after she dropped out. And Nosy Whole Life was saying, well, do you think that's her? And So Deb, it's like, said, if that's not Monique or, her, Monica, then she's related to that family. She's involved in some way. And then he plays a tape from Wiley. And they're both, Nosy Whole and So Deb, are listening to Wiley's conversation with what is supposed to be Monica. And So Deb says, He gives the time. He said it's like 12. It was after midnight. And I could play it, but I think he says it's like 12:29 or something like that. He said that's not like Monica. He said that's recorded. He said he heard that earlier in one of her videos. But when I heard it this time, really, I listened because it had been a while. I said part of that did kind of sound like it sounded like two different voices. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I don't even know if I still have it up. Okay, but let me just say, here's my point. A lot has been said. There have been crumbs, things that have been dropped along the way, and things that still can cause one to, pause. Mm-hmm. Like, let me see, do I have that? Let's see if I even have it. If I can't get it real quick. Wait a minute. And slow. I think there's something to here it is. It's listen closely to. I made this short video clip.
Now I am here because you guys got the wrong person. I just figured this out. I do apologize for all the craziness.
You know her? You know her?
I don't.
So why are you connected to her on the internet?
I'm not connected to her. You guys
When we Google you, you are connected to her.
Who is she? I don't even know her.
You're her. You're her. You're her.
I'm not. I'm sorry, Nosy.
No,
I'm not. No.
No, to call me nosy.
I don't know, because that's your name. I don't even know your name. My cousin called me from Texas and said that, you know what's going on? And I said, I don't know what's going on. So she said, go on YouTube. I said, I don't know how to even go on YouTube. How to go on YouTube? I don't even have a channel. I don't even have anything to even get on YouTube. So I had to use my daughter's. Hold on, let me cut my laptop off, y'all. So
you can't use your own YouTube. You got to use your daughter's.
Your mom.
Because I don't have an account. I don't even go on YouTube. I'm very disturbed about this because it's not.
We are too.
Taking right now.
This doesn't make any sense. I have never been this popular in my life. That is crazy. But I came on here because people kept calling me and saying, you need to clear your name. I'm like, what is going on? I didn't even know what all about the tea was.
We never said all about the tea.
Y'all won't hear me twice.
We never said all about the tea.
No, what I'm saying is that's what my cousin told me to check out.
But so am I. And you're Monica. And
I'm not Monica. My name is Monique.
And you did something to my dog.
I'm not Monica.
That's like, lady. You're Monica.
I'm not Monica. Call me by who I am. You don't know me. And whoever Monica is, I don't know who the hell is Monica. I have
So when we Google your name, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. When we Google your name, because we Google your name with the initial and everything, you pop up on the internet knowing her. And
I do not know.
let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. It's better for you to be honest about it, because you are definitely connected to this lady. Because when we Google your name, you definitely pop up knowing her.
Monica who?
Does she scare you? Like, is she threatening you? Is she threatening you?
She is her. She's threatening herself. This cuckoo bitch. You're Monica. You're
sweetheart. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, nosy heifer, but I'm not Monica, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
Can you say hey, teacups?
I'm sorry. You get cut off because everybody's trying to call me now. But what you said?
Can you say hey, teacups? Can you say hey, teacups? It's Monica.
Hey, teacups. This Monica.
Monica, now you want to come on here and you're trying to do that shit with your eyes, you witch asshole, but I'm a witch too. I promise you, I got you, Monica.
Guess what? I curse you to the roots in Jesus' name.
There you go. That's her.
That's her.
What you think?
That's her. That person on Waddy's show, everybody is over there in the chat saying that's not Monica.
I was listening to it. It's not Monica.
It's pre-recorded.
But it's still not Monica either. I heard it. It's not her.
Look it up to the mic.
I'm
I don't want to mess up nothing with the cameras.
You would know. You was with her every day.
My hair ain't over my head. We're literally here with a haircut.
Come on.
Smelling good. To the shower.
Did she hang up?
Not smelling sour.
Obviously.
Getting involved or is involved, and I pray for the parties involved because I don't want to see anyone go to jail. I don't want to see anyone bankrupt or their homes being repossessed or anything of that nature. I don't want to see that. That's not what I want to see. All I want is peace. I stay in my corner. I don't bother anyone. People are using my name, my brand for clicks and views, but they're staring into an illegal territory at this point, and it's out of control. It really is very, very dangerous.
It's really dangerous. But I will tell you the good thing, your rating is going to be through the roof because everybody is waiting on you to go live.
Well, you'll see me Monday. I'm going to be back live Monday. Wiley plans to join me, and we will proceed on with the show.
All right, y'all confusing me. Y'all saying that it's pre-recorded. Y'all saying it's not her.
That's old. That's old.
You think so?
Yes. She said they plan on him going live on Monday. That's old. And it's not the first time he did that. But it's ironic that he played that right now, though.
Right now. She got off, told him to do it, and called back or something. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, like you said, during that time, that was only been...
Nobody's thing at 12:39 at night. She don't do that.
12:39, not 29.
That lady, if that's not Monica, she knows her.
That's Monica.
But I think it's her. I do think it's her.
It's her.
And at the same time, 12:39 at night, Wiley, all this is coming in. Okay. She's given an interview 12:39 at night. It's so convenient. Also, who is in touch with Monique Tolbert and put together a recorded interview that will be released by the next day. It was Black Rabbit. She said that people were calling her. This is Monique calling her, interrupting her during the conversation that she was having, between Nosy Whole Live when she first called in. She said, I'm going to have my daughter looking into this. She denied knowing how to get on to YouTube. She denied having an account, a YouTube account. Since then, we've found an account with her name, her picture, her maiden name, or her married name's second married name, Cook, Monique Cook, I believe it was. I'd have to look. On an account. Has anybody denied that? No. Okay. I've shown that Monique Tobert has not. She wasn't above board with her own licensing commission. Okay. I found that out. So if she cannot be above board to an agency, why couldn't she not be above board that night with Nosy Whole Life and So Deb and deny something that would later be found out to be at least a point of conflict? A point of conflict. And you tell me how coincidentally that someone who is unknown to the family, okay, unknown to Monique Tobert, unknown to who's ever contacting her. Remember, Mika was contacting her too. She was doing her own, she said her own investigation. Why? Okay. Black Rabbit was behind the scene. She said she was sitting on the sidelines and she felt bad for this lady. And she had to do something. These are my words. So she decides to reach out, and she can reach out and put this together. How interesting is that? So Deb Nair said, if she's not that lady, she's involved. Later, we would learn that Angelica Floyd said she was involved too. That she knew about that picture, that avatar picture. Mm-hmm. That it was modeled after Monique Tobert. Mm-hmm. Look it up. They were building partners. Was there some jealousy there? You've seen the picture of Angelica Floyd, what she looked like. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And when you look at Angelica Floyd and then you look at the other picture, when I showed that, they always have, something to come back on. Oh, they found this. It was an avatar of this celebrity or avatar. Where is it? There's still something fishy about it.
Everything about what she was doing, this is the most convincing of everybody. The chicken lady, Beefy Monica, this lady.
I think that whoever was running the email that wrote you back, that's the same lady, because she's concerned about what's going on. She's like she's trying to do damage control, like she did when you emailed her.
Somebody said this was scheduled on his page for tomorrow.
And now we know that people were behind the scenes. People were in touch with Nosy Whole Life. People were writing fake emails. Who was that behind that? That was already on the scene. Who was watching all of this unfold on June the 18th? Who was also watching all this unfold? Would have been her cousin. Her cousin, she said, that was Kelly. Her cousin Kelly in Texas. Is there a cousin Kelly in Texas? That would conveniently, who, when she was asked, well, when did you hear from your cousin? Oh, it's been 3 years. And suddenly, at the same time that Nosy Ho Live is on, her cousin is going to be watching. Her cousin is going to be able to get in touch with her, convince her, girl, you got to go on. They're talking about you. And if you look at the letter that Mika, that she wrote, Tolbert did, and what she talked about, and Mika shared that letter. Remember that? Where she talked about all these times Nosy Ho Live been doing things, saying things, like she was familiar with her. She was familiar with her. She was familiar with all about the tea. She was watching, allegedly, from a distance. Although she said she didn't know anything about YouTube. She didn't know how to get on. She didn't have time for any of this. She's never been this popular in her life. The 17 families, where are the other 16? If they were so prominent, why weren't they contacted? Why didn't anyone respond? Why didn't they come in? Why was it always Monique Tolbert and the others? It's because she stood out. It's because she's related to the Simeon family. It's because her cousin Raquel is the one who initially got in touch and started the involvement of all these people and contacts. We know who the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse were, of the YouTube apocalypse. Yeah, it can't be totally, every little piece of the puzzle. But there's enough in there that caused not just one person to doubt Monique Tolbert's story. There were a lot of people who doubted it because it just didn't land right. And if there's a hole in the story, if there's one hole, if there's one, you find one, then everything else can, you can just say, wow, why should I believe that either? Or you could at least call it into question. So then this family, I go back to what I was saying in the beginning. This family in this video that I listened to, that when I heard Daniel say, people are focusing on Monique Tolbert's family, or they're focusing on Monica, Kenya. She asked, but they're not thinking that there's other relationships in a family. And she stressed twice, I'm not the daughter. She kept saying, I'm not the daughter. People can be related in other ways. I think she's related to that family. Mm-hmm. I do. That hasn't changed. Maybe we will find out something different. Maybe we will find out, if anything is ever released in those layers, a link. That's why I say, if something comes out and it's found to link with anyone in that family, that's it, then that would link, that would go to support. That's the right family. Mm-hmm. And somewhere in that family, I have said, I think you're going to find Danielle inside of that family. It's a big family. It's broad and it's deep. And somebody in that family has deep pockets. Mhm. Mhm. And somebody in that family, I think, is linked on some level to some media, mhm, tied in um, to social media, um, music industry, something. Okay. I think that will allow her, quite possibly, the either the resources to push back or to try to wiggle her way out of being found out. But remember what Kimberly said. If you take her for her word, I don't have any reason to doubt her. A subpoena, you're not going to win against a subpoena signed federal judge court. You're not going to win against a subpoena. I was taking that as she's trying to win. She's trying to fight back. Someone has responded, and there must be something going on. I, I made it clear, can't be sure what it is. I don't know, just like you. But a person's reaction or deafness, which is a reaction, inaction, can speak volumes. Mhm. Can speak volumes. And on that same tape that I finally found, that one, is where she said in full, "You will know that you have the right family when you post their pictures and I go up and down your family tree. You will know." That's her words. You will know when you got the right family when you start posting their pictures up. And I go up and down your family tree. That was in 2022. What would follow at the beginning of 2023? I think she was talking to me directly when I first posted the pic that was covered, because she got louder and louder in her volume and the way she was reacting to it. If it didn't mean anything to her, all right, let's put Daniel Elizabeth Allen off to the side. If it didn't mean anything to her, that family did. That family did. Why? Because I think she's part of that family. All right, she says she's not a daughter. There's different ways to be related. So, what are you? A friend? Married? Into the family? Something? You're in that family until I see otherwise. Because she's anonymous, right? So, we don't know what we don't know. Because she's anonymous, she can say anything as long as she's anonymous. She can say, I'm not, it's not me. I'm not this person. I'm not that person. You got the wrong person. Yeah. That's easy to do. But there's something about that family that she responds to, too. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. So, I wonder why. Is it truth or not? I don't know. We'll just watch the behavior. Watch how she moves. Yes, Vicky says facts because it was then, yes, that she posts my family because she said she would do it. She said, when you will know that you've got the right family, when you post them and I post yours and I go up and down your family tree. It happened 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so forth. She reached out to my sister. She reached out to my nephew. She reached out about my brother. She reached out about other family members that I'm not going to share. Why? That's why I can't just say, nah. It screams volumes. That I must be on to something. Mm-hmm. Yes, justice needs to be served for you too. And yes, there's more that I can do and should do. I'll just leave it like that. Yeah. So pick that apart. Do what you want, I'm just, speaking my mind. It's 11:07. It's 1 hour 7 in. Yeah, I started, came on at 10 o'clock on a Sunday. Didn't play much music. I said I was going to play a little Christmas music. I'm going to check my email and I'll come back, look at the post and see if I missed anything, any of your comments, questions, suggestions. You can email me. And if not, I hope everyone has a great Sunday. Be safe out there. Enjoy your families as we are leading up into, Thanksgiving holidays. All right. So here's this one. It's called Christmas Memories, just for you.
Whoa, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh. La da da da, oh oh, la da da da, oh oh, la da da da, making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree. And I've lit my house with Christmas lights, so you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh. Da, 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 oh, 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 oh. Da, 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 da. Making our Christmas memories. Yes, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you. Just you and nobody else. It's so good to see you again, to see you again. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire, chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Yeah, I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everything else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas
All right,
memories.
right. Now I'll read this comment. Cheryl says, all things will be revealed in due time, whether through Pacer, Justia, or other similar platforms. For what it's worth, Justia is free, whereas Pacer requires a paid subscription. True. Let's. Jinx is with us. Mimi Twin, good morning, says, I still believe it is multiple people doing things linked on that page, DR, but one voice, DEA. It'll just be great to get that revealed. Oh, yes. So biologically, Mimi Twin is saying no as far as relation, but through marriage, she related with a question like, quite possibly. I tell you, and this happened 3 times, when I put up that picture of that individual who I told that story, the Louisiana 9 partners in crime. Well, I put that picture up, all right, had it covered up the first time. Nothing. It was just put up. It was the strong reaction, just like with putting up DEA's picture. Why? I mean, she went full throttle on that. 3 times she has had a very strong reaction to that picture. I think it's because she knows that person. Why would she have a strong reaction to that? There's something about that individual. Why? Who is that? That shouldn't bother her at all. Also, there are absolutely we've seen signs all over the place of that Simeon family being here on YouTube and following and even being member of her channel. Yes. Why? Suddenly the Simeons are going to appear? one by one by one. They may have been around all along. Well, one simian has been around since 2021. And that simian, Raquel Simian, also has appeared, and I'll just say this, on social media with another simian that has appeared on this platform in support of Danielle. How did that happen? So those two simians are familiar with each other. No, it's been 4 simians on this platform. And I could just show you 1, 2, 3, 4. I probably have shown you. Yeah. They're all related. No, they're not just happen to be simians. No. You know, like a person can have a name like Williams. No, these are following each other on social media. Yeah, they're all linked. So they're interested. Yeah, why? Somebody in that family, I think. That's my opinion. Look for the breadcrumbs. That's what she said. All right. Let's see. I thought the show was over. Mm-hmm. It is. I'm just coming back, making up my last conversation, reading through these chats. She went crazy. Yes, she did. Did DR have a particular, particularly strong reaction to the Louisiana 9? Yes, she did. That's why she struck the channel. Mm-hmm. She struck my channel the first time that when I put up one of those Louisiana 9. She couldn't wait for me to play that on this platform, and she struck it. Okay. That was in September. And then she struck it again. Yeah. Why? Why? It's just a story. And I hadn't even barely said anything. Why? Is it a story people don't want to hear about? Is it a story because it involved children? Is it a story because, who would do that? Who would put up their child and pretend like, fake something to get insurance money? Who would do that? Wow. They say follow the money. People do things for money. Is she mad? Is that somebody she knows? Got a matching jumpsuit? Yeah. Sounds like you struck a nerve. That's what Cheryl said. It shouldn't have struck anything. Yeah. It shouldn't have. Yes, she'd be telling on her own self with her reactions. Strong reactions. Other people have been talked about, no reaction. There's something, it's very telling. All right. That will do it for me. I plan to come back sometime tonight. I said that last night, and I said, don't. Yeah, it is Sunday night, so maybe I can come back early with maybe at least just a cool down, Sunday night cool down, some music, maybe more conversation. I don't know. Yeah, maybe just music. All right. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the Grizzlies. Please hit the like on your way out. Email me at unwindwithteddy and join me later tonight. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Have a good Sunday.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I live, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you. Hey. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I live, the dream I knew. Well, I'm all for Christmas. It's a magical time full of kisses. Take a walk outside and tickle the snowman's nose. Moving nimbly, did you hear something from the chimney? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Oh, whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I live, the dream I knew. This Christmas, I only wanna be